it's a scary situation. You don't know if we're going to be tonight, or you don't know if you're wanting. You know what I'm saying? But now maybe they're, as they say, the hidden homeless. That means people don't show they're homeless. God love them. It's an awful experience. Even though now I didn't sleep rough, but still, you know, it's it's hard. I was here, raised and born and reared in Ballinasloe. All my people are down there. For years, I've been sofa surfing for a long time. I was still with my own people and my daughters and my son and, things like that. I was in a very difficult relationship. I couldn't take any more. So I just had to get out of that situation.
I'm from Galway originally, from Barna. I originally experienced homelessness in 2019 and I am in my 30s. I went through a period probably of about a month or two. I have a mental illness. So while I was unwell, I experienced a bout of homelessness where I had to sleep rough on a few occasions. You get like broken sleep. So it's very because you're exposed to the elements, it's very common. Like I remember when I did sleep rough, it was kind of like sleeping for a few hours and waking up again, and then maybe sleeping again for like an hour and waking up again, because you never know. You think you might have to move, or you feel unsafe, or you're so exhausted you just fall asleep, and next thing you know, you wake up a few hours later and you're kind of like, where are you? You know what I mean? You're like, I'm on the street, I need to like move, maybe I should move from this point, maybe it's unsafe here, there's some people, might hear a noise, like a group of people will come back from a night out, and you just feel a bit unsafe and you think, oh, maybe I should move to somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? It might be I'm too exposed here. So no, I mean the honest answer is no. I mean, if you're talking about getting 8 hours sleep or a 10 hour sleep or whatever that most human beings need, no, you're not. Not in my experience. So I have bipolar disorder. While I was unwell, I found that I would be wandering the streets, psychotic, figuring out what I'm doing during the day, just a schedule, like a regular routine, kind of went completely out the window. I even had an experience of homelessness about 5, 6 years ago. I ended up in Wales as I was psychotic and thought it would be a great idea to go abroad. I ended up sleeping on the streets over in Wales because I literally was so psychotic that I couldn't remember the PIN code to my bank account. So it meant I couldn't get money out, so I couldn't find a hostel or a hotel.
I'm originally from Dublin. No, I was taken out of Dublin when I was 6 years of age, and I was read a place called Sisters of Charity in Drogheda, Fair Street, Drogheda. That's where I was read. My father was an alcoholic, right? And wasn't much money coming into the house, right? So she had put a lot, the siblings like me, the younger ones, into orphanage. It wasn't just me putting to an orphanage. It was my brothers and my sisters were put in orphanage too. You know what I mean? But I was the only one transferred to Dublin. Transferred to Drogheda. You know what I mean? And that's why, even years later, when I was dealing with the readdress board and a whole lot about this, they couldn't find any information what the reason was. I asked that answer, and nobody seems to give me it. I lost all touch with me from that time. Because I was born in the Coombe, the old Coombe. And then when I was 14 years of age, I had to get my own place, make my own way in life, get a job and get my own place. But then when I came to Galway, I met a woman called Nurse Joan, very good, and she knew I had a memory loss. I ended up homeless, myself and a friend of mine, Christy, all the mercy, we got a place in Galway, and we thought it was going to be a year lease every year. But we found out your man came back to us after 3 months and said, no, lads, you have to go because this is for students. So that's where we became homeless in the end. Ended up in the Fair Green. And then from the Fair Green, we got our own place, didn't work out, so ended up back in the Fair Green again. And then from the Fair Green, I went to, College Road first, just there for a while, and then I came here. So I'm going to be here the rest of my life. That's it,
I still with my mum, and then I still with my sister, and I still with my daughter, and things like that. And they were good to me. It's not the same thing. You like your own place, and come in and close your own door and things like that. I'd be sitting in the parks during the day and see people passing by, and as if you didn't see it. You know what I mean? I know this girl now for 14 years, Marie. Marie's my key worker, and she's in the park, probably handing out sandwiches to the homeless. And I just said, I go to the centre. So I did go the next day. So I was introduced with open arms, and Marie gave me porridge and toasted sandwich and towel and, for a shower and all that. But then things progressed from there. I used to go every day then and get my soup and things like that. I went to the centre for a long time, and we were looking around for places for me but couldn't find any. So I went to Galway. Marie brought me to Galway into a house in Lochnacara, and I got in two other women, and it's like winning a lottery to see a bed. But I came a long way. I went to college, and I'm in the choir.
On the few occasions I did see Prof, I had a very hard time. It was one time outside Galway. I slept outside the door of a cafe in Oughterard. Still was unwell, kind of I'd come out of hospital, I was having issues with medication, and I ended up kind of just sleeping at the doorway. I was trying to sleep in a tent. The weather was horrendous. I couldn't get the tent up. It was pouring rain. I was down this alleyway. The tent that I was trying to sleep in fell apart. I ended up leaving half of it behind me. And it was kind of scary. It was just like scary to be out, like at the whims of anything really, where anyone going by could assault you or make fun of you or treat you like crap, basically. So, on that occasion I got picked up, I was taken in, and then, ended up finding like shelter, like halfway house. But I'm very grateful that like I've had help from different organisations and I've been able to stay in halfway houses.
Oh, slept rough, yeah, I did, yeah. Oh, yeah, good few times, yeah. Slept rough, oh, yeah, I did, yeah. We'd always have a tent, not one thing about us. And we'd be from different parts of Galway, you know what I mean? So we like that for a while. I'd say about, no, God knows, could be 3 months, 4 months. We keep well outside the area of the town. Sometimes we'd be way up beside Hill, way up that direction. Or Barrow Woods, no place like that. Try to keep it away from everybody. We find a good spot and just keep away from everybody. Keep away from the guards, keep away from everybody, so nobody can say nothing to us.
Well, I'm very lucky to have met up with Galway Simons, because, I don't think I'd be alive if I stood in that area, you know. But look at me now, I have a bungalow, and, in the winter now I'll have my job back in the second-hand shops and a back to choir. I'm into plants, I love plants. As I say, that morning when I went to Galway Simons in Ballinasloe, that changed my life, you know. I wouldn't have to go through it again now, homeless. You think you're in people's way, and you're just sitting there wondering, will I make a cup of tea, because you're not in your own place. But the day I opened the door of my own key here, it's like winning a lottery. I'm glad I took that journey, Yeah, my son comes up now, and his children, and they're happy to see me happy, you know. Oh, a lot. Don't ask me the numbers. I have a lot of grandchildren. But no, I'm happy now where I am. You know, it's no easy joke. You know, to be homeless. Take for me, you know, never go down that path.
Kind of changed kind of my point of view and how easy it is to go from a very comfortable rental situation like private property to not having a roof over your head. I think it's becoming a reality for a lot more people nowadays, especially students. So, you know, it's just one paycheck. You're just pay one paycheck away, really. So, or one bad situation away. And before you know, you could be evicted. It's not ideal at the minute, the situation in Ireland. You know, I don't want to get into it, but it's not ideal.
As far as I'm concerned, this day and age, nobody should be homeless. I don't care who you are, what colour you are, that's nothing to do with it. Nobody should be homeless. And that's the way I look at it, you know. For me, I don't think I'll see that in my lifetime. Nobody homeless, to tell you the truth. But who knows, someday it might change, you know.
Okay, is that it? Okay, cool. That wasn't too bad.